Hey dudes, CI here. So this week I'm actually going to do a book review. There are entire YouTube channels dedicated to book reviews and they're awesome and all that, but I'm not going to make that my thing. Just this once, maybe every now and then. If a really good book shows up and I get blown away by it, I might mention it to you. So the book I want to talk about is one I finished just the other day. It's freaking fabulous. It's called Lexicon by Max Barry. Now, I have previously read a book by Max Barry that I didn't entirely like. His writing was very good, but I didn't like the story, I didn't like the characters, so I can't actually remember why I've come back to him. What made me read him again? Normally I would say, hell with the guy, he's clearly no good. Well, I came back to Max Barry, and boy, am I glad I did, because Lexicon was fabulous. From the first page, I was like, oh, this is good. This guy knows what he's doing. This is fascinating. I really want to know what's happening. So it's an interesting story in a number of ways. First, how do I describe it? Well, there's stuff in it that's almost witchcraft, but it's not witchcraft because it all has this sort of a foundation in psychology, but it really feels like magic. It's sort of a mind control thing, but it's not hypnosis. It's a little bit different. And you spend a great deal of the book trying to figure out, okay, who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? And it keeps switching. You start off thinking so-and-so is the bad guy, but it turns out, oh, wait, maybe they're not the bad guy. Maybe they're actually the good guy. It's kind of a thriller in a way. There's a lot of people chasing and being chased. But a cool thing about the book is it doesn't just stay in one time. It jumps around from past to present. And it hits different times in the past. It's really mixed up. They take different characters and they go back to their past. And then they'll go back to the present from a third character. And they'll go back to the second character's past. And they'll go back and they go to different pasts. Honestly, I was very near the end of the book when I sort of realized, oh, that past, that history wasn't the history I thought it was. That history actually came before the history that I thought it came after. And I know that sounds weird and confusing, but it was that kind of book where we jumped around so much that I actually sort of lost track of the order until the very end when I realized, oh, it all breaks down in that order. Did you ever see the movie Pulp Fiction? Pulp Fiction was a little bit like that. Everything was mixed together in time. And it wasn't until the end of the movie that you figured out the actual order things happened. Oh, this happened, then that happened, then that happened. Because in the movie, it was completely mixed up. Well, in this book, it's sort of the same. A huge amount of material and mixes it up completely. And it's only by the end of the book that you realize, oh, this happened, and then this happened, and this happened. And by the end of the book, you have a sense, okay, this is the bad guy, this is the good guy. And it had an utterly satisfying ending. The ending was a slight bit of a head trip, which is appropriate because so much in the book was head trippy. I cannot recommend this enough. It's a thriller. It's got psychological elements. It's totally awesome. Lexicon by Max Barry. 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. All right, that's everything I got this time. I will see you next week.